Hi everyone, welcome back to Jedidragoon Makes. I'm your host Jennifer, and this is a podcast about knitting, yarn, and fiber arts, and anything else I want to talk about. I'm a knitter, crocheter. I've been doing crochet more than knitting right now. And I also have ADHD, which means that my podcasts are kind of scatterbrained. So, I just tell people that right off the bat. That way they can know what to expect. Because I have trouble staying on track. This is my second intro, by the way. um, So, what's been going on since I podcast last? As you can tell, this is coming out on Thursday, March 10th, and there's a very good reason for that. My husband has been applying for a new job, so he got his new job, and so Tuesday, he's been home Monday and Tuesday, because he's using up his vacation time from his old job, and then he went to work yesterday, but I started getting a cold or something. As you can kind of tell, I'm still kind of congested in that. And so I started getting a cold like after we got back home so I didn't podcast yesterday because I did not feel good. I wasn't going to try act like my usual self when I wasn't my usual self. So, and then today he had to go take his mom to a couple places. So he's out of the house till probably about 2-3 o'clock. So that means I got the house to myself, and I'm been trying to get my new hat pattern up and ready before I did this podcast, because I wanted to have the pattern up on Ravelry. I wanted the pattern up on Etsy so that when I made the announcement today, I could just tell you guys. So yeah, I just drew a blank. So let's see how we're going to start this. Since he was home. Oh, I don't know what happened to the color there. Since he is home, we went out shopping and that. So actually, I'll save that story for later because that goes along with yarn purchases. Let's talk about the Jaina Hat. Okay, so this is my mannequin head. I call her Bonnie. I released today. It came out today. I did it before I got on here. My new hat pattern I wrote up, and I had people test, and so far everybody loves it, so that's good. I had to make some changes and fix some stuff, which there's 4 people over in Britain. I am very, very grateful for their help because they helped me get it written the right way. They were awesome. They're very nice about it and kind. They're like, there's 4 people testing it, and I believe they said they were making hats to send off to sailors on ships. And I think that's awesome because I kind of do want this to be a hat that you can just whip up. And if you want to donate it to like homeless shelters or places like that, it can be a good charity project because it works up so fast. Then I also wanted a hat that looked like had the feel of a knit hat that was crochet. That was my inspiration. Right now I'm in the works of making, you've seen the one I made in worsted weight yarn. I'm also making one in fingering weight yarn. That one's going to take a little longer. But here's one of the hats I did, because I had some Lion Brand homespun. So this one you haven't seen yet. I finished this morning because yesterday I wasn't feeling well and I just wanted to make a hat. Nice thing about homespun, you can't see the seam. So this is the Jaina Beanie. This is the 18-inch. And I believe this one's a little short, so I'll either put this in the shop as a kid's hat or something. But yeah, this is the Jaina Beanie. As you can tell, it's really simple construction. It's pretty easy to make. It works up in about an hour if you're really fast, 2 hours if you're not. But yeah, this is what it looks like in the homespun. You can't really see the stitches in that as well in this, but I had the yarn and I wanted to make a hat. So here's the other 18-inch one. This is done in, Bernat Bloom Chunky. I have a bunch of this in my stash, so I will be making up some hats. I don't know if I'll donate or not. This one's my daughter's hat. She's already claimed this. This is the Cactus Blossom colorway. And these are made using a size L crochet hook or 8mm. So yeah, those are the two smallest sizes of the Jaina Beanie. This one's mine. And this is the larger size. I made this first before I decided I need to make a smaller size. Those will fit my head also. I just kind of like the bigger size for some reason. And I also like the colors on this. So this is Color Fusion Chunky. And this one fits a 20-inch head. So I put it in there for two sizes. That way if they're men who crochet or women crocheting hats for their husband, they can just make them a hat in like more manly colors. And it's not like bunch of like lacy, frilly stuff that some men don't like. I know there's men who probably like it, but my hat pattern's geared more to people who want a basic hat or one they can donate. But yeah, so this is my Jaina Beanie. It works up pretty quick. It's nice and thick and keeps your head warm, which is important. Yeah, so those are the Jaina Beanie. Like I said, it's up on Ravelry. Just search Jaina Beanie. I'll have links in the description below. I also have it over on Etsy, so whichever platform you prefer, because there's people who don't like Ravelry for some reasons, and people who don't like Etsy for some reasons, so you can go to either and get it. So yeah, I have it up on both platforms. And I already posted about it on Instagram. I'm being distracted here. My husband gave me a thumbs up because the only way I can transfer pictures from my phone to my computer is by sending pictures in Messenger. So I just send them to him and then I get on my computer and I download them. So it works. It may not be the best way, but it's how I do it. So let's get on some finished objects that aren't my design. So I made some more hats. I've been in a hat mood. So this is the Divine Hat. If you've been around the crochet world any length of time, you probably recognize the Divine Hat. I had this skein of yarn in my stash, and last Wednesday I just wanted a hat to work on during church. And so I whipped up this. At the time I thought it was pretty ugly, but now it doesn't look too bad, but you really can't see the pattern in this. But this is the Jaina Beanie. This yarn was kind of a pain in the butt to work with. For one thing, this is Bernat Saver. I think the color is like Twilight or something. And it's these pink and purples and blacks. And while I was crocheting with it, the skein right off the shelf, I was crocheting with it. I ended up with a stain right here, and a stain on my fingers, like this brown stain. So I was definitely going to wash this. It didn't feel that great either working with it. But after I washed it, it got nice. And this has been through the washing machine and the dryer. So it worked up really well. It's nice and soft now. So just in case anybody's curious, I put this in my Etsy shop. We'll see if anybody likes it. So that's in there. And then I had some of that mandala, Lime Brand mandala ombre left from the hat and cowl I showed you last week that I put in my Etsy shop for somebody to buy. They bought it. I've sent it off. So it's in there now. And now I have another one in there. Because I had enough yarn left over from making the cowl that I just made another hat. And it starts with this purple and then goes to this pink and then this green and then this bluish color. So it turned out really nice. I like this hat. So this is the Jaina Beanie. Or no, not Jaina Beanie. This is the Divine Hat. Jaina Beanie's my pattern. So this is the Divine Hat. It's really pretty, basic and simple and easy. And also with the Jaina Beanie, if you want to make the hat and sell it, you can. Just don't sell my pattern. But yeah, so this is Divine Hat number 2. This is Lime Brand Mandala Ombre. I use a size J crochet hook for the main part, and then you use a size H hook for the ribbing. Anything else I had finished? No. So, since this is right here, I've been trying to figure out this stupid... Okay, I've been working working on like my lighter weight versions of the Jaina Beanie, but in between that, I've been trying to figure out the Durotar shawl, my shawl pattern, and I started off using DK because I wanted to use up some of my Lion Brand mandala yarn I have, and then I found this in there. This was a, if you've been around a while, you've seen this before because I was making a barley shawl with it, knitting it, and I got kind of bored with it, so I didn't use it really, because it's just knit back and forth, and I just got really bored. It's taking too long. So I started working on the Durotar shawl again. So, I think I was using a size G crochet hook, and I've turned it into a triangle shawl. It's a little wonky right here, but my shawls usually get wonky when I crochet them, do a center crochet. So yeah, this is what I got so far. It's going to be a nice lightweight spring shawl, so I might want to focus on this and get this done and up, because this is fingering weight yarn. It's like 4 strands of yarn. Kind of pull them apart here so you can see. Yeah, but it's like 4 strands wrapped together, and I love how it feels. It's nice and drapey, and I'm just working on getting this done. I made a few changes because there's one place in the pattern where I was doing like a ridge. Yeah, it wasn't happening in this yarn. But yeah, so I'm working on this. Hopefully I'll get this done and up on get it called out for testers and stuff. But yeah, that's my Durotar shawl. What else? Move some of the stuff. Alright. I don't have too much more, actually. I've been working on... This has been my church project for the past few weeks. And TV watching, actually. This is my dragon belly shawl that I've been working on. So, ooh, it looks really good on the computer. This is the front of it, I think. I think this is the right side. I really like the back side because it has these ridges that form. And it looks really cool. But yeah, I've been working on this. This is just a skein of ice yarns. Well, I try to think about it when I actually have another ball. But yeah, this is crochet hook. Ice yarns, and the color is jacquard. There. That's what it says. Jacquard wool. And it's a lightweight 3. It's 30% wool and 70% acrylic. Now, my first thought with this at the time was I'll make this and donate it to church. But there's people with wool allergies and stuff. And so I don't know if I should still donate it to church or not. Or if I should just keep it, because I'm not sure about the wool. So I don't know if wool mixed with acrylic is a good thing to donate or not. So I might just keep this. I didn't really want to keep it, but because I don't really wear shawls that much, even though. And this, I'm probably going to use up the whole ball and then start in on this. Just make it a little bit bigger. But there's a lot of yarn in this. This has 510 meters, which I looked up, and it's about 590 yards, or 540 yards, which is about the same as a mandala cake. So there's quite a bit of yarn in there. So yeah, this is my dragon belly. It starts off with, well, it has this, like, it does a really deep speckle, and then it goes to like a really lighter whitish speckle, and then it goes through that a few times, and then it goes to this dark purple, light purple speckle, dark purple, and back again. So it's really nice looking. It's working up good. So I've been working on that. That's just been my mindless church crochet. And it gets kind of boring. So I prefer stuff like, I like mindless, but I also like stuff that, like this, where it changes often enough that it keeps me interested. Hence the reason I'm designing this. So, that can just hang there. And then I started this the same time I started the black hat, because I knew I'd finish up the black hat at church, and then I kind of forgot the crochet hook for the bottom of the hat, so I had to wait till I got home to finish it. So this is another Divine hat in this bright pink color. I'm sorry about the lighting. I still haven't figured out things. But yeah, this is the Divine hat. This is in Lion Brand, just stripes. It starts off this dark pink, and then it goes to a lighter pink, and then there's another shade of pink in there if you can see. Can't really see it. But yeah, just another Divine hat. I was going to make it, put it in the shop, or donate it. I don't know what. I just like making hats. My husband's like, what are you going to do with all these? I'm like, I'll put them in my Etsy shop. Sounds good anyway. So yeah, there's that. And like I said, I'm just using a J hook, which I have it in here. This is a 6mm. So there's that. And then the last thing I've been working on is my daughter's Winky Jacket. This is made in Bernat blanket. This right way up? Yes. And it's coming along good. It's nice and squishy. I think she's going to love it when I get done. I've just been sick, haven't been working on it. I need to work on it, get it done, because it's starting to warm up here in Ohio. And yeah. So yeah, that's all my works in progress. I was able to just grab my WIP basket this time. Stick that back in there so I don't lose it. Okay. All right, so back to, because this leads into yarn I have bought. So with my husband switching jobs, he had to go in and do a drug test in Delaware, Ohio on Tuesday. So I decided I'd go with him. So that's another reason I didn't podcast on Tuesday. So we went out, and he went to his drug test, and he said he wanted to go to Son of Thurman, and it was like 9 o'clock. So it's like, it's not open till 11. Oh, where are we going to do? Well, it's about 9:40, but I'm like, well, we could go. Would it be okay if I went to Michael's? He's like, yeah, we can go to Michael's. He's like, where's Michael's? About 17 minutes down the road, because we're in Delaware, and there's south of Delaware is Lewis Center, which has a lot of shopping places in that. It has a Hobby Lobby and Michael's and all that. So we went down there, and I went to Michael's. Actually, first we went to Half Price Books, because there's a Walmart there, and right next to Walmart is Half Price Books. Good thing I never worked at that Walmart. So we went to Half Price Books, was looking around. I found 2 books. One's not crochet related. One's called Blue Ribbon Vegetable Gardening. So I'm going to be reading through this, because I like growing giant veggies. I like growing stuff for the fair and that. But I just want to read that for tips and tricks. He said I could look online. I'm like, I want a book in my hand. And then the second one I found was Simple Crochet Motifs. So this is a book about different, like, granny squares or crochet motifs that you can combine into garments like shawls and stuff. So it's a pretty interesting looking book. I don't know if I'll make any of them, but yeah, it's interesting looking. And then we went to Michael's. I'm like, I'm going to be good. I'm not going to get anything. I'm just going to look around. And then I saw they had a sale of buy one, get one 50% off. I'm like, well, crap, that went out the window. So I go in there, I'm looking around, and I find, you guys have already seen these. I'm late at getting brand new yarn out, because I never buy it when it first comes out. I wait till it goes on sale. So you don't see that much new exciting yarn on my channel, because I'm waiting till it goes on sale. I'm sorry. So these are the Caron crystal cakes. And they had these buy one, get one 50% off. And I wanted to make a sweater. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, should I get a sweater? Should I not? No, I'll just get two. I'll make a shawl or something. And then my husband comes up. He's like, well, what? Why don't you just... I told him my dilemma. I'm like, I'm not going to wear a shawl. I'll more than likely, if I make like a cardigan or something, I'll probably wear that more than I wear a sweater. He's like, well, go ahead and get enough for a sweater. So what I did was got 3 balls of this, which is the Caroline Crystal Cakes in the color Amaranth. Oh, yeah, that is the color of Amaranth. Sort of. Amaranth is a type of plant that is like a reddish purple color that you can use for grains, or I want to grow it for mainly because it has these long dangly bits that are pretty to look at. But anyway, this is color Amaranth. As you can see, kind of seen this from everybody else. I'm late to the party, but that's okay. It has like the sparkle running through it. And I love this color. This is my color. But then I saw this. This is called Dusk. And it has this dark bluish purple and this purple. And I love this. I wanted like 3, 4 more of these, but they didn't have them. So I was stuck with this. But yeah, this is actually I could probably hold this and another one together and make a Luna cardigan. Oh, I should mention these are medium 4 weights. They are 634 yards. And yeah, I love this. But yeah, so they're buy one, get one 50% off. So we go up to registers and get to paying and all that. And it didn't hit me until I was in the van and I'm glad it didn't hit me until it was in the van, or I would have gone back and got more. Instead of doing buy one, get one 50% off, what they did was they took 50% off each one. So I got each one of these for $4.99 because they took $5 off. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So these were 50% off. So that was a great deal in my mind. I don't think I've ever actually paid full price for a Caroline cake. I always buy them when they're on clearance or 50% off or something like that. So yeah, I got these for $4.99. Same price I paid at Ollie's. So that was pretty good for me. And I think that's about all. So thank you for watching. Please go check out my Etsy shop and my store on Ravelry. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. It does help. And if you go to my Etsy shop, please like my Etsy shop and favorite some items, because apparently that is helping. Because my views and stuff have gone up a bunch since you guys have been helping me out with that. So I really appreciate that. I've actually sold a few things, so besides what I've sold to friends. So thank you for anybody who's bought from me, and thank you anyone who just has gone in there and just liked and favorited some stuff. So I really appreciate it. So I'll talk to you guys next time, and talk to you later.